Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
In my previous speech, I told you why my kids don't go to school. And the answer is not because we want them to complete their school at home, but because we want them to take control of their own learning. In the evaluation I got from Missy, she suggested that I used more specific examples of that process. So today I want to share with you 4 ways in which my children are learning beyond schooling. So, number 1, they learn whatever makes sense to them. One of the first questions when a mother thinks about homeschooling her kids is, what should I teach them? 1 year ago, Caleb, my youngest child, told me that he wanted to learn how to bake muffins. So we started baking together. Then he felt the need to have his own recipe book. So I helped him create a document on the computer, and then he copied the recipes I had in my own recipe book. That exercise helped him practice his writing and reading skills. However, I think that if I had told him that his schoolwork was to copy a text, he would have complained. But when he was copying the recipes, he was happy, focused, and he had a feeling of empowerment. Why? Because it was his idea. He had a reason to do it. So the answer to the question, what should I teach them, is let them explore and learn whatever they feel attracted to. They will learn happily without you pushing or forcing them. Number 2 is they learn at the right moment. I remember when Pablo, my second child, he was like 7 years old. One day he told me, you know what? I don't want to learn all that of reading and writing stuff. I mean, I do want to learn it, but not in this moment. I'll let you know when. When he told me that, I felt surprised, but I took the decision to trust him. Today, 5 years later, not only he knows how to write and read very well in Spanish and English, but also he spends many hours a day reading information and descriptions of the technology gadgets that he likes. And also he writes pages and pages for the scripts of the films he makes. As a parent, waiting for the right time is very difficult because we have the pressure of society's opinions. But children do learn at the right time when they are ready. Well, you may say, but if they only learn what they want and when they want it, how are they going to learn responsibility? Well, and that's number 3. They learn responsibility by being responsible. 2 or 3 times a week, I see a boy coming out of the room with a basket of dirty clothes heading to the washing machine. Why does a teenager choose to wash his clothes without his mother telling him to do so? Because it's a personal need. They know that if they don't wash their clothes, they won't have anything to wear. The reason why we adults fulfill our duties is not that we were forced to do unpleasant tasks, but because we understand the value of doing so. So responsibility is learned by being responsible for real needs. And finally, number 4, they have a very strong relationship with their family. Since they were babies, I have always explained to them everything that happens around them. As they grew older, those conversations also deepened. And now we enjoy our dinner time with very rich debates. By having that ongoing dialogue, they have learned what are the reasons behind the rules, and therefore they make the right decisions. Some weeks ago, a neighbor that I didn't know approached me, and she told me, "Every day I watch your kids play, and I must tell you, those are the best behaved children I have seen. Because in general, children are loud, restless, and destructive. But your children respect the rules of each place." Well, I'm not telling you all this to brag. My children are not perfect nor extraordinary. I just want to share with you some of the results of giving them the control of their own learning. Letting go of control is not easy, but when you give them the freedom to learn whatever makes sense to them, and then you trust that the right moment will come, and then you let them learn responsibility by being responsible for real needs, and finally, and most important, you invest all your energies in building a strong relationship with them, then you will see that children do learn and take control of their own life. Thank you very much.